Yo, I knew something was up. So we all know this brick lady, she made it up, and she said a guy came through, was asking her for her number. She said no, and she got hit over the face with a brick. Other dudes were around, and they didn't do nothing about it. And then it sparked this whole debate about black men, and men in particular, not protecting women, refusing to protect women. And this video went crazy viral, and it turns out she made it all up. There's still people out there that don't believe that she made this up. You know what I mean? And probably because they've been fighting and going tooth and nail, fighting on the front line since this came out, and talking about men and dogging men and saying, hey, men aren't men anymore. There's no more men. Turns out it was a lie. Now, again, I get it. The debate is more than just this incident. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I was speaking on. It was more or less the talking point about it. You know what I mean? Is what I was more focused on. We're going to go ahead and get to this video, and I'm going to let you know what I think. Like that.
A bunch of updates to the story of the young woman who alleged to have gotten hit in the face after turning down a young man that was asking for her phone number. She went viral, and then people started to pick apart the content of her character to understand the likelihood that she is telling the truth. The GoFundMe account, which has accumulated over $40,000, is now officially under investigation. But before that, let's go through the update that the bricked young lady posted on her GoFundMe. So you'll see here that although they've reached over the $25,000 goal, the donations have slowed up. I think it's been at $41,000 for a couple of days now, as the content of her character, as well as the likelihood of the legitimacy of what it is that happened to her, came into question.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh, so let me get this straight. So she's setting this up to go ahead and obviously get sympathy and get people to go ahead and send money, and all over the guise of a woman in distress, and she's just gonna get somebody to pay that bread up. Oh, I don't know, but another woman utilizing the system to get bread and get paid. I can't say I'm surprised. I definitely can't say I'm surprised. You know what I mean? But at the same time, just how she's doing it, how blatant and she's doing it is kind of surprising. I guess that's kind of what takes me back. Like, man, okay, so she don't give a damn.
You to confirm that this is the same person that's saying that she was attacked and that they're looking for an assailant. It even has the officer's name, Officer Espinosa, on it, and the date as 9/3 of 2023. May I give you the incident report number so you can just verify that this is the same report that doesn't have any details attached?
That's the same.
You said, can I read it to you just to make sure?
Yes.
Okay, because it's went viral, and I just want to, because now they're saying she filed the report and that there has to be a person that they're looking for because there's an officer attached to it. And I don't know how that works with your police department, but it is 1261737-23.
Yes, that's the same number.
And she made this up. I mean, I think that's the biggest deal, right? Is people really were concerned about this whole situation. And I think you had a lot of women concerned, all the women out there trying to figure out what men are going around hitting women with a brick in the face just because they said no, or they rejected their advances on the street. I mean, again, you hear some crazy shit happening all the time, but I'm not sure if I heard too many guys hitting women in the face with bricks. I think I was really more focused on the whole random women should get protected by random men. And I think I just wanted to talk about the respect factor and how women view the average man. Like I said before, if I felt like if you don't respect the average man, then you should expect the average man to help you in times of duress, in times of stress, in times of need. You can think how you want. You could believe in what you want, or treat the average man how you want to treat them. But ultimately, if you feel like you should be helped, a random man should help you, and that's what men should do, then you should have respect for the average man. Most women out here just feel like they're better than the average man. And so if you're one of those women, then you should probably think twice about needing a man in times of duress. Especially when a man has to put his life on the line, or put any of this livelihood on the line. And so again, that was really my point when I was talking about it. I won't say I didn't care if it didn't happen, but I was like, damn, that's crazy, but it was really more or less just that. It wasn't really trying to figure out who it was or investigating too much further than that. But I will say that I'm not surprised. A lot of women make shit up all the time, and that's why you have to dig deeper. You have to look at the whole situation, and you can't just believe. Especially in the Me Too movement, you definitely want to protect women to the position, because there's a lot of weirdos out here, a lot of guys out here that definitely cross the line way too far, and so those people should be punished, no doubt about it. But you do also have to make sure that the women that are complaining and filing a report are actually telling the truth, and that's pretty much what you want to get in all these situations, is finding out what happened, getting an accurate report of what happened, so you could go to the next level and come up with solutions. What it seems like she was trying to do was just, create an elaborate scheme to get paid. Sounds like this is not the first time she's done it, and she's come back to this well a few times, so it's worked for her. And it sounds like when she made the report, it was very vague, or it was empty. No details as far as, any description on the perpetrator or the person that did this to her, the brick thrower, the bricklayer. No description at all. To put this out there like there's a black man going around and doing this, I think it was very reckless. I think it was something that these type of things should be not only frowned upon, and shamed, but there should be some real ramifications. There should be some real consequences for you to do this. If you do something like this and make it up, you should get jail time yourself, or certainly severe fines, because a lot of times, you can have law enforcement looking around trying to find this person. Obviously there's no description, but hey, any guy out at late at night could be a lot more stressful, a lot more, issues that come up, a lot of more problems that come up that could be life-threatening. And so when you have these type of situations and you're complaining and you're making false accusations and reports, not only is it irresponsible, it's outright reckless. You're putting other people's lives at risk. $40K is not a small amount, but it ain't, shit. You can go through that a lot quicker than you think. I think, if anything, a lot of women should be upset with her about this, because what this does is further puts the burden of proof on a victim. Obviously you do want to look into a lot of these things anyway, because it's, hard to take somebody's word for it. You got to have evidence, but at the same time, it does put that much more burden of proof on the victim, on the female victim. You right away are going to be thinking about these type of situations. Unfortunately, that's how people think. It's like, man, this is another person making something up. The fact that a lot of these women are willing to do this is crazy too. You know what I'm saying? One of the most saddest part about this is the people that paid the bread, people that gave her money, paid through GoFundMe, and a lot of them probably paid their hard-earned money just to send something to help this lady out. They felt that bad about her because she went viral crazy, right? You had to be living under a rock to not have heard this, or at least, somebody's talking about it. You give 1,000 or a few hundred of your hard-earned money, or money you could be investing or saving or giving to a family member or whatever, and you give it to her, and turns out it didn't even happen. It's like you throwing black men under the bus just because you're trying to earn, you're trying to get a little bread to, probably take a few trips, then you back at it again. Now I guess, GoFundMe is probably gonna end up shutting it down. They usually are pretty good about that. Once they find out, it's not real, or something's made up, or some fraud type of shit going down with it, then they usually shut it down. But here go a video back in like 2020, and she was doing something similar to this. This is crazy, man.
People are saying that she had something injected into her face, or that it was an allergic reaction to something. Child, I wouldn't be surprised if she hit her own goddamn self in the head with a brick. I hit up one of my friends who's a medical physician and I said, are medical observations correct on this one? Is this an allergy reaction? I had saw something on Spiritual World that said that it was an allergy reaction or something injected into her face. And my friend said, hey boo, yes, it could be an allergic reaction. I saw footage of her doing this in 2020 also. So that's when I began to dig into what was going on in 2020.
Several people who work in the medical field have stated that her injuries are consistent with someone having an allergic reaction to something. This is an example of the exact allergic reaction they were talking about.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And this ain't even her first scam. She is a habitual violator. In 2020, she got $5,000 in a GoFundMe called Help Black Muslim Mother Pay Medical Bills. And you know it's her because her name is in it. This is a video of her from 2020.
Grew up and they mad because you trying to beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. Grew up and they mad because you trying to beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They gonna beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me.
No, lady. No, lady. If you want to get protected, you probably should get a man. I'll give her this, man. She know how to whine. That shit is annoying. Her voice is annoying. And she know how to get people riled up. I know she know how to get on somebody's nerves. Somebody just said, look, here go the money. Get out of my face. What's crazy is that a lot of these women, you know, they've been doing it for a while. They used to using sympathy and wild stories and, you know, being needy and just doing different things to get men attention and to get men's money, get in their pocketbook. And a lot of times, you know what, people spend money when they are emotionally attached to something. And so, you know, a lot of these women, they're running game. It's just getting way out of hand. And it's just no shame in it. There's no shame in it. It's like, hey, I used you and what? And the question is, like, when is it in? How many people are in prison right now for no reason? Right? How many people lost their job for no reason? How many people lost their family? Their family's in turmoil for no reason. All because a woman lied. All right, and it turns out, so you remember this guy right here? He was the guy that was coming in basically to talk about from his perspective what happened and the reason why she kind of deserved it or the reason why he didn't help. What turns out, he was lying. He made it up. And so let me go ahead and roll the clip, man.
Guy came out to say that yes, this did happen to her. I was there, I saw, and I didn't help because she's online slapping white men, and if she was to get hit with a brick again, I would stand by and watched. Males believed this guy, women didn't believe him. Y'all see the pattern? Okay. So it came out that this guy was actually lying. His girlfriend or ex-girlfriend came out to say that, y'all, he don't even live in that state. He don't live in Texas. He don't know that lady. He just wanted some attention. He just wanted to stir some shit up. And yeah, no. But one thing about the internet, she never forgets and she always has receipts.
Now imagine trying to date or have a girlfriend, or worse yet, marry one of these broads, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless you, bruh. There's a lot of men out here with women like this, playing games, pressing buttons, lying, calling the police on them, all kind of stuff, man. Creating drama, fake stress, all to manipulate and make things worse for you, make life a living hell for you. And can you imagine, like, sleeping with the enemy, such as a woman like this? And this is why you have to really see the signs. Like a woman like this, man, she need to be in some kind of psychiatric ward or something. You know, she need to be in some kind of hospital, man. Like this chick right here, certified crazy, man. And again, you know, how many women are living out here amongst us like this? You know, they might be good looking, but man, it's just not all the way there upstairs. But let me know what y'all think, man. You know, I just kind of wanted to talk about this a little bit more. I know a lot of people are, you know, I just wanted to, because I did make a video about it. I wanted to kind of touch more on something that was more of an ongoing issue, you know, because that's one issue. That's one thing that happened. That's one incident. But many incidents happen on a daily basis, unfortunately. And I feel like as a society, we should know how to move forward, right? What should the average man do? And I think the average man should go home to his family. The average man should protect his woman, his family, his household. And if he decides to help a woman outside of that, then he's a hero. He deserves to be respected at the highest level. Otherwise, you can call the police, or you can call the fire department, or you can call whatever authorities that's going to help you. But the average man should go home to his family and put those duties, putting his life on the line, and preserve that for his family. Preserve that who's going to reciprocate that energy towards him, back to him. It's slow down. No matter how you slice it, it's slow down. And, you know, you got to start holding these women accountable. So yeah, let me know what y'all, I mean, what should be the punishment for something like this? Time in prison? A heavy fine? Both? All of the above? Now, no way do I advocate violence against women. I do not. You know what I'm saying? But this got to stop. This has got to stop. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in, man. And like that, we out.